Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to learn another form of the equation called slope-point form. Last class we learned the slope-intercept form. So what was the slope-intercept form? That is y equals mx plus b. M was the slope and b was the y-intercept. So this equation is telling you the slope and the y-intercept. And today we're going to learn a form of equation that is telling you the slope and the point. Okay, so we're going to derive slope-point form from the slope formula. So everyone remembers the slope formula, right? The slope, m, equals rise over run, or change in y over change in x. Okay, to get the slope-point form, we multiply both sides by x minus x1. So this is the slope formula, and we're going to multiply both sides by x minus x1, x minus x1. Then we will be able to get rid of the bottom, right? So x minus x1 is the same as x minus x1 over 1. Then we can cancel this. Then what we have is x minus x1 times m. So I'm just going to put m in front of x minus x1 equals y minus y1. Okay? And we're going to rearrange it. Y minus y1, m, x minus x1. So we put y minus y1 on the left-hand side. Then this is the slope-point form. Right? This is telling you the point x comma y, x1 comma y1, and the slope. Okay, slope-point form. So I want you to write it down. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So remember, you have negative sign here. Okay, y minus y1 m x minus x1. So now we're going to use the formula to write an equation of a line through -1 comma -2 and slope of 3 over 4. So we know that m equals 3 over 4 and x1 comma y1 is -1 comma -2. So we can just simply use the formula. We know the formula, y minus y1 m x minus x1. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug 3 over 4. Plug m 3 over 4 into m, and x1 is -1. So plug x1, which is -1, into x1. -2, y1 is -2, right? So we're going to plug y1 into -2 into y1. Okay, let's rewrite it then. Y minus -2 equals 3 over 4 x minus -1. Alright? Okay, then y minus minus becomes plus 2. 3 over 4 x minus minus becomes x plus 1. So this is the answer. Okay, y plus 2 equals 3 over 4 times bracket x plus 1. So what you have to look at is when you have -1 comma -2, because of the negative sign in the formula, it becomes positive and positive. Okay, so remember, -1 becomes +1 and -2 becomes +2 because of the negative sign in the formula. Make sense, everyone? Okay, then let's draw it. So now we're starting from the point -1 comma -2. So this is the starting point. Let's just start at -1 comma -2 is here. And rise over run is 3 over 4. So rise 3. 1, 2, 3, and walk over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do it again. Rise 3, run 4. Rise 3, run 4 will be here. 4. So find all the points and join them. Connect them. And don't forget to put arrows. Okay? So this is how you draw the graph. Starting from the point given, do rise over run. And when you make an equation, use the formula. Alright, everyone? Okay, now graph the line given an equation in slope point form. Okay, so this is x1. But remember that because of the negative sign in the formula, we have to change the sign. So x1, comma, y1 will be, this is negative 2. We are going to change the sign. Positive 2, comma, this is positive 1. We're going to change the sign. Negative 1. Okay? So 2 comma negative 1 is the point. And the slope is negative 1 over 2. Let's move the negative sign to the top. Or if you want to move it to the bottom, you can move it to the bottom. Doesn't really matter. Okay? So they are the same. Okay, then starting point 2 comma negative 1. 2 comma negative 1 is here. Rise over run. Rise is negative 1. Run is 2. So rise over run. Rise over run. Rise over run. Rise over run. So find all the points. Like this. Okay? And join the points. Join the points. Alright, everyone? Okay, so when you look at the slope is negative, right? That means that it is a decreasing graph. So this is a decreasing graph, okay? So when the slope is negative, but if you get positive increasing graph, that means you're doing something wrong, okay? So check the graph. So this is how you find a slope, using slope point form, how to draw a graph on the grid. Okay, can you guys do that? Okay, let's move on. Move on to the next question. Okay, now I want you to pause the video and try this your turn question. Go ahead, everyone. All right, have you guys tried the question? So let's try it together. First, we're going to find the point x1 comma y1. x1, this is positive 1. We have to change the sign. x1 is negative 1. y1, this is negative 4. We're going to change the sign. So positive 4. And the slope is 3. Okay, now we're going to draw it. Negative 1 comma negative 4. So negative 1 comma negative 4 is the starting point. And the slope is 3. And 3 is 3 over 1. Therefore, rise is 3 and run is 1. Okay? So let's rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. Rise over run. So let's do the same thing to the other direction. Find all the points and join the points. And don't forget to put arrows. Okay? If you don't put arrows, I'm going to deduct marks. So don't forget to put arrows if it goes forever. Okay, that's it. This is how you draw a graph. And example 3. Find the equation of the line in slope point form that passes through the point negative 3 comma 2 and 1 comma 1. To find the slope point form, we need 1 point and the slope. Okay, so we already have 2 points. So we can just use either of those, right? But we have to find the slope. The slope is not given. But we know that y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 is the slope. So this is what we know. So change in y and change in x is the slope. So let this be x1, y1, x2, y2. Or if you like to put this one x2, y2, x1, y1, you can go ahead. Just either of them. Just let it be x1, y1, x2, y2. It doesn't really matter. All right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to plug these numbers into the formula. Okay, so y2 is 1 and y1 is 2. y2 is 1, y1 is 2. So 1 minus 2. And x2 is 1. x1 is negative 3. Becomes like this. Then 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 1 minus 3 is 4. So that is negative 1 comma 4. So this is the slope. And now we're going to use either negative 3 comma 2 or 1 comma 1 to find the slope point form. So we can say, so let's use negative 3 comma 2. Then y minus the y value equals the slope x minus negative 3. Negative becomes positive. So plus 3. Or we can also say y minus 1. If we use this point, y minus 1, negative 1 over 4, x minus 1. So both are right. You can just find one of those two equations. Okay? All right, next. Example 4. Determine the equation of the line shown on this graph in slope point and slope intercept form. Okay, so to find slope point form, we need the point and the slope. Okay, so we can just choose one of the points on the graph, but the point is already given. Let's just use this point. Okay. So slope point form 6, 3. And what's the slope? Let's find the slope. Okay? To find the slope, we have to do rise over run. So let's just choose an easy 2 points. I'm going to choose those 2. Okay, so what is the rise? 1, 2, 3. So rise is a 3. And what is the run? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The run is 5. So rise over run is 3 over 5. Okay, so we know the slope. And let's find the slope point form. Okay, so we know the equation is y minus y1, x minus x1. Okay, y minus, this is the y value, 3 over 5, x minus, this is the x value, 6. So this is the slope point form. Okay, and from this equation, we're going to find the slope intercept form using algebra, right? So you can also use the graph, but this is not really accurate. We don't know what exactly y-intercept is. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this equation to find the slope intercept form. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute it. So 3 over 5x minus, so 3 over 5 times negative 6 is minus 3 over 5 times 6 over 1. 6 is the same as 6 over 1. Is that right? So y minus 3 equals 3 over 5x minus 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 1 is 5. Now we're going to add 3 to isolate y. Then that becomes 3 over 5x minus 18 over 5 plus 3. Okay, everyone, 3 is the same as 3 over 1. And to calculate this, we're going to make the common denominator. So here, what we're going to do is multiply 5. Okay? Then what I have is y equals 3 over 5x minus 18 over 5 plus 15 over 5. Alright, then y equals 3 over 5x. Negative 18 plus 15 is negative 3 over 5. So this is it. Slope-intercept form. So we know the y-intercept is negative 3 over 5. So you should be able to change from the slope point form to the slope-intercept form. So therefore, this is negative 3 over 5. Okay, using algebra, we will be able to find the accurate equation. Okay? Alright, everyone. That is it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Start doing your homework now. Bye-bye.